name is Marj Brady, and I'm the owner-operator of Amazing Graze Alpacas in Stirling, Ontario. We raise alpacas, we show alpacas, we breed alpacas, we shear them, we process their fleece, we train them, we have fun. I bought the alpacas while I was still working. I was looking for a change, a big change. I was working in a bank, in one of the big 5 banks for over 25 years. Alpacas appealed to me because they were smaller animal, a smaller livestock. You don't have to kill them. They're not a meat product. They're my size. I'm not a big person. They would be manageable for me. The alpacas were boarded at a farm, the farm that we bought them from, for a year and a half. So we bought from a farm in Aurora. They looked after the animals for us. I paid them to do that, and they also trained me in the care and maintenance and husbandry of those alpacas. So from them I learned to do needles and toenails and breedings and shearing and all the good stuff. We had accumulated a number of animals that had been boarded, and the boarding fees were getting to the point where we needed to look for, it was going to be another mortgage payment. So we decided, my husband decided, that for that amount of money we could look at buying a small farm. And again, I would be the one primary caregiver of the animals, which is fine. So we drew an 2-hour circle around the city of Toronto, because that's where our parents, our families are, and where we were. And Hastings fell within that radius. The properties west of the city were more expensive in general. For the same amount of money, we got a much better property. It was largely financially driven and location. I mean, it's close enough to Toronto that we felt we could get back and forth if we needed to. Our parents are getting older. It's a nice neighborhood to be in. There's a fair bit of stuff available to us that we may not have had access to in Toronto. The theater's here, the theater's awesome. There's all kinds of organic, wonderful food available to us throughout the county. There's the microbreweries and fresh beef that you know where it came from. You know, all of the food's wonderful. The food is great. The access to fresh stuff out here is great. We shear every year in May, usually around the May long weekend. We figure that's not too late, but it's not too early. In April, we sometimes still get some really cold weather, and in June it's sometimes too hot for the girls. So we aim for the middle of May. All fiber is processed in Canada. We only sell Canadian product made with Canadian alpaca. Some alpaca products are not Canadian. They are manufactured, some of them are manufactured in Canada but using Peruvian fiber. We don't do that. We only sell Canadian product made with Canadian alpaca fiber. We figure we're in this business. We're supposed to be Canadian alpacas. We have to support it 100%. So we do that. We have open houses several times a year to the public. We're open by appointment. If people want to come and do a walkabout, we are open to that. We would like them to be interested in the business and the animals and the products as well. We have yarn that has been very well received. I've learned a lot about what makes good yarn and bad yarn over the last few years. It's not all the same. And the fiber's not all the same on the animals. So it's been a learning experience for me. It's been great. I've sold to stuff in the States. I've sent stuff to BC. I've sent stuff down east. So we've had clients all through coast to coast in Canada and down into the States, which is great. And we've got repeat clients, which is awesome, because that means they like the yarn. Knitters buy it, weavers buy it. We also sell what they call rovings, which are loose ropes or strands of fiber that are processed by the mill, and spinners buy that. Spinners, and fiber artists, people that use it for felt. It's a much nicer product to work with than acrylic, I think. I'm a little bit biased, probably. I didn't know that there was such a huge difference between alpaca and anything else until I got the alpacas, and then I started becoming a little more of a critic. It is softer and finer and lighter and warmer than wool. I like being here. I know how to cut firewood now. I didn't know how to do that before. I don't like it. I can drive a tractor. Couldn't do that before. Yeah, we're good. It's a nice place to be. It's a beautiful place to be.